All right. Thank you very much, Leanne, for that warm introduction. Greetings to you all, ladies and gentlemen. I greet you all in the successful name of CIGFARO. Halala CIGFARO, halala. Halala KZN branch, halala. Awesome. Thank you very much, Chairperson. I thank you for the opportunity to grace the stage to speak to the future leaders of this province, the leaders of South Africa. My task is very brief. It's just to say to you all, become a CIGFARO member today. But before we get into it, I know this room is filled with young people. By show of hands, let me see who does not have a smartphone. Let's see by show of hands. Voila, Mr. Zakwe. All the people in this room have got smartphones and they are tech savvy. So this can only mean one thing, that we are going to have more than 200 people following CIGFARO on Facebook, on X, on Instagram, and on LinkedIn. I'd like to challenge you guys. Let's do a brief exercise. Please take out your smartphone. This is for the benefit of those shy people like Hloni, who really don't take pictures that often. I'd like you guys to take this moment by the powers vested in me, by Mr. Zakwe and the board members. I give you the permission to utilize your cell phone right now, utilizing the Coastlands Wi-Fi. We are going to take 3 pictures. The first picture is going to be of yourself. You're going to take a selfie. And the second one, you're going to take a picture of the room. And the last one, you're going to take a picture of Hloni on stage. And then you're going to throw that on all these 4 platforms and on your WhatsApp statuses. Tell people that you are amongst the leaders of South Africa that are attending a Young Professional Summit. And use the hashtags that you see on the screen, hashtag CIGFARO 95 years, hashtag CIGFARO 2024. I'd like to add 3 more. Hashtag CIGFARO KZN, hashtag CFO Foundation, and hashtag Salga KZN. Let's do it. Tell people that you are not bored where you at. You are attending a very important summit that's going to equip you guys to become better leaders. Let's do it. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Smile for those cameras. A selfie of yourself, a picture of the room, and a picture of the stage. All right. We are wrapping up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A round of applause for yourselves. Thank you very much, Mr. Zakwe. I expect to see this session trending on the socials. Please do share your thoughts on what you are taking away from this summit. Also share your thoughts on what you wish to see happening at summits like this and what CIGFARO KZN branch can do for yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very important to become a CIGFARO member, because our members enjoy the guardianship of the Institute as an umbrella body for public sector finance officials. Our CIGFARO members receive certificates indicating their levels of membership, and they can utilize those certificates to apply for positions. Some who've got private companies that are serving government utilize their membership certificates to apply for tenders to show that they are ethical people in society. Our members can attend our continuous professional education activities like this summit that you're attending. We will be having a KZN provincial conference later on in the year. There are other national activities that I'll be talking to later on. When you are a member, you don't pay the same fee as a non-member. So jump on board so that you can enjoy those benefits. Our members have access to local and national networks of contacts for information sharing. Even abroad, you get an opportunity when you're a CIGFARO member. Mr. Zagwe and the other board members of the Institute are preparing themselves to go overseas to attend the CIGFA conference. So when you are a member of CIGFARO, you get to be exposed to such opportunities of networking. And our members are included in provincial activities, and they get to comment on the documents of this institute and make decisions so that CIGFARO can serve them. Our members are represented through this institute on key policy bodies. Members have an opportunity to comment on draft legislation and regulations through the institute as we sit on various forums. And our members have opportunities to formulate and develop policies of this institute, as I had already alluded earlier on. And another nice to have is that our members receive free copies of the CIGFARO Journal. Those of you who may have been with the institute long enough, you'd remember that we used to give the CIGFARO Journal for free. That is no longer the case. It is sold, but when you are a member, you get an opportunity to get that journal for free, and you receive monthly newsletters. These platforms help you to stay abreast of what's happening in and around the public sector. Our membership offers stimulation, professional and personal enrichment, and the opportunity to meet members of the profession on a provincial level, interprovincial. You can be taken from the KZN branch to go and attend Limpopo branch activities, or join the CIGFARO activities at national level in Cape Town, in Mpumalanga, and other branches. And as I have already alluded, get an opportunity to also travel abroad. Our members receive the agenda and related reports of the Institute through our AGMs and all of that. So this Institute is a membership-based organization. It is meant to serve you. And as a member, you are able to be vocal and dictate how you wish this institute to serve you. But you can only have a voice once you've joined as a member. Now with speed, I'll just be highlighting some of the opportunities that you can grab in being involved with CIGFARO. All our branches across the country have got provincial structures, and it is made up of people like yourselves who are working elsewhere but are members of the Institute. The structure that you see on the screen is what governs the activities of each of our provincial branches. And you've already met the chairperson, Mr. Zagwe. There is a deputy chairperson, a secretary, a deputy secretary, a treasurer, and within the structure we've got a student chapter component attracting universities and FET colleges. And to remain relevant in all our activities, we collaborate with strategic partners. What you see on the screen is not all of them, but just a few of them: AGSA, COGTA, Provincial Treasury, and AGSA. So you also can occupy these positions and drive initiatives within the province. Now, when you are sitting on those branches, structures within the branch, you are able to assist the KZN branch to perform better. So at the end of our annual conference, which is hosted every year in October, we award the best performing branch and regard it as the branch of the year. Now KZN will also be amongst those branches that will be competing to be acknowledged as the branch of the year. And this that you see on the screen is the scoring of how the branches are measured in terms of their performance. So when Mr. Zagwe and the team get you guys to join and become members and increase membership, they earn themselves 5 points. 1 point per 5% increase. When they host activities such as this one and other activities virtually or face-to-face, the branch earns itself 9 points per activity. So you need to make sure that when CIGFARO KZN calls you to come, you actually do respond to the invitation so that your province can earn these points. It is important that the governance of the branch be upheld at higher standards in the form of having executive committee meetings and the branch hosting the annual general meeting. So for every meeting that Mr. Zakwe and the team host, they earn themselves 3 points. In those meetings, they're discussing ideas on how they can serve you as the members within the province. And then it is important that members gather on one day or virtually in a hall to discuss matters of CIGFARO KZN branch. For every AGM they host, they earn themselves 10 points. Now, there are other activities that also assist the branch to earn points. When the head office makes a call for papers asking for topics to be included in our programs, for every response that comes from KZN, the branch earns itself 2 points. And when the branch represents the head office in other activities in and around KZN, they earn themselves 2 points. As alluded, we've got the CIGFARO journal, we've got the website. So for every article that you guys write within the province, you're assisting the branch to earn itself 2 points. As alluded earlier on, when the branch collects areas, membership fees, encourages you guys to jump on board and renew your memberships, the branch earns itself 2 points. And generally, by assisting the head office to promote training activities, an event of this nature, it is a platform where the branch is creating awareness of the institute training activities. The branch automatically earns itself a point. Now, the next few slides will be talking to you guys. I won't present on all of them due to time, but I'll just present on the main one, the first slide, so that you can be able to interpret the rest of the slides. This presentation will be made available to you for your perusal during your spare time. We do have different levels of memberships, and those levels have got different costs attached to them. The one that I'd like to unpack is a membership level called the Chartered Government Officer. This goes to a mere value of 1,470. I'm sure those of you who are members of other professional bodies, you'd agree with me when I say it's very cheap to be a CIGFARO member. It's very affordable. Now, a person who wishes to be a member at this level needs to at least have an NQF level 8 or higher qualification in the fields of accounting, finance, and economics. And a chartered framework will be required to become a chartered member. This was instilled as of April 2020. And the work-related experience for a member at this level is a minimum of 7 years at a management level, of which 5 years must have been on senior management, of course, in the public sector. And the subjects that you see on the screens are the subjects that are required of a person applying for this membership level, and the designation that will be awarded to the person that is applying for this membership level. These are the abbreviations that you will now put next to your name. I'm sure you see Mr. Lindalani's Gubudu even on the socials. Their names have got CA at the end. This just gives credibility to this person to say they belong to a professional body and they are an ethical public servant. So you get to be acknowledged as a Chartered Government Finance Officer, CGFO, or a Chartered Government Internal Auditor, CGIA. It all depends on your level of expertise and your line of duty. And the competencies required, of course, it's ethical behavior and professionalism. You need to be a strategist and understand risk and governance. The next level, I will not dwell much. It's called the Professional Government Officer. It goes for 1,435. The next one is being an affiliate member, 1,310. This one looks at mayors, MMCs, municipal managers, officials in related institutions involved in government finance. The next one is the registered government technician. at a mere amount of 1,195 annually. And the next one is the registered government practitioner at the value of 760. And then the last but not the least level is being a student member. We do not charge our student members. All you need to make sure is that you do have a proof of registration that you are still a student and your membership application will be approved. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm making a call. I will be sharing shortly in our WhatsApp group the link that you see on the screen for you guys to fill up and become CIGFARO members. I don't know, Mr. Zakwe, if you've got some prize giveaways to those that might join today and become CIGFARO members. We do have a system at the head office. We can check if we received any applications from KZN. You might walk away with a nice prize. We don't know. I encourage you guys to get yourselves ahead, provide input on CIGFARO training programs so that they benefit you, be part of the largest network of public sector finance officials in Southern Africa. We do have national activities. We recently got back 2 weeks ago from the Audit and Risk in Durban. It was held at the Cape Town ICC. We are working towards our ICT conference. It's going to be from the 4th to the 5th of June. Public Sector Finance Seminar, the 23rd to the 24th of July in Gauteng Emperor's Palace. And now the mother of all events, our flagship event, the annual conference. I'm inviting you guys. It's going to be in your backyard at the Durban ICC from the 8th to the 10th of October. And then our last national event will be the MSCOA conference. It's going to be from the 5th to the 6th of December. We're still looking for a venue in the Western Cape. Ladies and gentlemen, I will pause here. I won't be taking any questions on stage, but I'm in the room. I'm available to address all your queries. Program Director, thank you so much.